Hey guys, what is up? Today I come to you yet another weekly review of Nijiiro Days, aka Rainbow Days. And in this week's episode, episode 18, we have a new character. And this new character goes by the name of Chiba. And I have to say already, I mean, she's not a favorite, but if she continues to show for the remaining episodes of this series, she may be up there my favorite characters for this show, because automatically her introductory episode, might I add, this episode felt very short. It's like the minute you just press the play button and then you just have to press it to end 1 second later. That's how short this episode felt like. But I guess that's just how good it was, because you couldn't help but like this character and how she is related to our main characters. So Chiba, as we know, is a sports fanatic. We also see Taizo, who was first introduced, I believe, in the earlier episodes, probably around episode 6 or something, when they were getting Keiichi. He was trying to get Keiichi to help him when he was doing like some sports, no, the tennis match between them and the college students. That's when Taizo showed up. And then he comes back into this episode, where we think that Chiba and him are actually going out because of how close they are and how much of, like, you know, they're sports fanatics. So while I believe Taizo does basketball, Chiba does volleyball. So she's part of the volleyball team and he's part of the basketball team, and Keiichi, he's thinking these two are together, so he's telling Matsunaga and Natsuki, like, you know, I saw these two together. They were going to Taizo's house. I saw Chiba coming out of his house, and you're thinking, you know, they're like this. They're just keeping it on the down low so nobody can know, but unfortunately Keiichi is the one to find out. And the thing is, those three, Keiichi, to Matsunaga and Natsuki, they all had to finish up their work because they're considered as the three stooges, because they don't do their work and teachers always have something to complain about them. So we have where Keiichi's brother decides to stop them by a baseball area where they go play a game, and they're there, and we hear from Chiba that she skipped practice because during one of their games they lost really badly, and she has not made all of her hits, and she felt it was like really her fault, because really they shouldn't have lost as much as they did. So instead of going to practice and getting herself better, she decided to skip and go have a little bit of fun. Now, I don't understand the feeling of having a terrible loss in a game, but I guess that's really bad to the point where, you know, you decide not to be there for that day. So then eventually when they're ready to go back home, she ends up losing this charm that we saw early in the episode. It's a really huge charm that she has, a keychain. It's like the size of her fist, and it's basically a keychain that she got, but we don't know who exactly we got it from. We assumed it was from Taizo, because we assumed those two are going out, and she loses it, and everybody has to go on a frantic search for it because it means that much to her. And we find out it's actually from her teammates, because they want her to do better, so that's why she got that keychain. And eventually the person to find that keychain was Taizo. So it's like, okay, they have to be together, because he's the one that's always there. That she feels comfortable with him, and they always are laughing with each other. And we come to find out that actually these two are not together. They're just really good friends. But I see, like, even though they're very sports oriented, they're very focused in their individual sport, it's just that their chemistry is so well with each other that I can see a possibility of these two characters being together in the future. And, you know, they probably might have problems along the way with relationships, but I can see them actually working out, because those two seem to be like very level-headed people, and I can see them not getting into much arguments or disagreements. So hopefully those two do get together. In that case, I may have to read the manga after the anime just to see if those two, you know, become a potential couple, because this episode was hinting at that, and I hope it happens. So she does find her keychain at the end of the day, and she's very happy about that. And in fact, she's actually the captain. While she's in her second year, she is the captain of the volleyball team. So she's found the motivation to go back to practice for the next day, and she found her keychain, and she realizes, like, you know, I have really good friends. And it just ended on that. It was a very fast episode, but I guess because it was so enjoyable because of this new character, that's why it went by so quickly. So if you saw this week's episode of Nijiiro Days, episode 18, please do tell me what your thoughts on it. What do you think about this new character that's introduced, and do you hope to see her in a few more episodes, or does she continue maintaining this type of personality inside the manga? Just tell me that part. I don't want to know what she does outside of that. No spoilers, please. So if you saw this episode, please do comment. The links are in the description box, so you guys could go click on that. And I'm Kimmy Chun of Anime Legends Podcast, and I will see you guys later. Bye!